Hi, my name is Dr. Tracy Tess, and I'm one of the professors here at Walden that is teaching the Introduction to School Counseling. And we have a major project coming up, and I wanted to take a few minutes to go through it with you so you had an idea. During week 5, and let me show you, you're going to be creating a digital portfolio. So if we're going to week 5 in the course, obviously you have learning resources and some other information, but you're going to start a digital portfolio. And that digital portfolio is actually going to be done in a program called Padlet. So you'll have to look for that with your browser, and then you have to sign up for Padlet. It's basically, I like to think about like when you're in elementary school and you had to do science fair projects and they were like those big boards and you just put things where you wanted them to go. That's what it is, but in a digital form. So for weeks 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and it's due week 9, you have things that are due each week that you won't be turning in, but that you'll be adding to your Padlet. So I'm going to go through this with you and show you an example of a Padlet that I created. So yeah, as you can see in week 5, it starts explaining about the digital portfolio, the reasons behind we're doing it, why we're doing it. And then the first thing that you do for that week, and obviously remember, you're not turning this in, you're just starting, include an article in the Padlet you created for your digital portfolio. Write a reflection on the article you selected using a Word document, address the following, and then it goes on through there. So this is week 5. So as you can see, week 5, you don't have anything due because you're working on it. So let me show you Padlet. So to sign up for Padlet and look for that information coming from your professors during announcements, but you'll have to sign up. I think I signed up with my Gmail, and as you can see, this is my first name, and they sent me an email like, hello, beautiful. I felt so good. And from there, you will create a Padlet. There's a couple different ways you can to go in, and we'll click on this and go in here and I'll show you. But I will tell you, I haven't figured out a way. So if you figured out a way how to do this, I haven't figured out a way to like copy this and make a new one because I wanted to kind of mess with it. So, and then once you do something, you can't undo it. So those are 2 things to remember, 2 tips. You can't make a copy, and once you do something, you can't undo it. So as you can see, this is a Padlet. There's several different ways that you can have it laid out, and I'll show you that. And if you go into change format, it kind of depends on which way you want your Padlet to be created. And I'll show you in a moment some examples, because let's say you're someone who wants a wall with just a brick-like layout, or canvas, stream, grid. There's different ways of doing it. So I'm pretty linear. I chose shelf, which I don't see that here. Oh, because it's on shelf. Okay. Or if I wanted to change the background, I'll go to modify and then change the background from there. So this is pretty simple. I'm on shelf. Whoops. The other thing is it's pretty easy to move things back around. But if I go here and I scroll over, you can see that I can add columns. And here's some Padlet examples that they had it kind of linear, different ways. But if I add a column, I can always move it back over. Okay, so the way I have this laid out is there's 4 different areas, because there's 4 components to the Ask a National model: the assess, define, manage, and deliver. Now I added a column welcome just because I wanted to put a fun little Bitmoji, and I added a column on references. That's your choice. And of course, one to give Padlet examples. So as you can see, each week you're going to be adding things. Then week 9 is when you upload that link to your assignment. So let me show you that. So to add something, so let's say I'm over here and I'm doing the shelf version. To add something, all I would need to do was click on it. So what you would do is you click, you type in the title, you would write something. Now, some students write out their reflection all the way, and some upload a document. So here, let me delete that out. So here's for week 1, you're going to be finding a peer-reviewed article in the Walden databases that shows evidence that school counseling programs has a positive impact on schools. I went ahead and put the reference here. And then what I did is I downloaded the article and then uploaded it to, it's not showing, but uploaded it to my Padlet account. And as you can see, I did the same thing for my reflection. So I typed it out in Word. I made sure to put it in APA. That's not required. It's just what I like to do. And then I uploaded that. Okay, so that's week 5. That's what's due week 5. You don't turn it in. You just get started on it. So you sign up for Padlet and do that. Then for week 6 is your personal philosophy. And if you recall from week 2, you started writing your vision statement. So actually this is kind of already done. So it's, again, it's your choice how you want to do this. Let's see. So for example, you could okay, here, let's see. So you can see that I uploaded it to personal philosophy. That's my personal philosophy with the title page. But again, that's your choice. Okay. See, now it's not. Now it took out the words. Now I'm just clicking everywhere. See, that's the only thing is I have to be careful because I haven't figured out how I can undo something that I just did. And I was too afraid to click remake because I think that was gonna, so if you find out, let me know. So then that was week 6 is my personal philosophy. Then week 7 is you're going to take the school counselor competency assessment that's found on the Ask the National model on page 94 and take that. I found this just a Word version on online. You don't have to upload that. But then you have to write your reflection, your assessment, a reflection of that. So as you can see, I've added the title. And from here, I could either type in my reflection, or you know me, I want to pick a file and upload that. Okay. And that's when it turns out to be like that. Okay, the next is deliver. So here we are, week 7. We haven't turned anything in from the digital portfolio yet, but we're on week 7. And week 7, there's a few components that you're required to do for week 7. Oh, that was week 7. Oh my gosh, week 8. I'm sorry. So for week 8, you're going to need to take the Harvard implicit bias test. You're going to choose 2 of those. There's more than this. This is all that I took a picture of. You're going to choose 2 of these, and then you're going to upload, and you know how to upload now, those results to the deliver section for week 8. Again, however you post it is up to you. If you want to do a grid, how linear, whatever you want to do. And then you're going to write a reflection on both of those tests that you took. And you can see I upload, obviously, a reflection of that. During week 8, you're also going to be uploading a classroom guidance lesson that you find. It doesn't have to, you don't have to be a reflection on it. You can see I have some TEA guidance lesson examples, and I'm in Texas, so it's the Texas Education Agency guidance lesson examples. They want it a certain way. Then you're required to do an infographic. Now, an infographic is basically like a digital poster, and your professors will be pushing out some really easy, simple programs to use that are free. But it has to be an infographic that you can find information about that you're passionate about. So you can see walking together and reading is something. These are some examples that students have done. This one was about screen time. I've had students do infographics about attendance, about having breakfast every day, about kindness, about reading to your child at night, substance abuse, about yes, all that kind of stuff. So those are the 4 sections. So assess, define, manage, deliver. And then as you can see, I have some examples that we've already gone over, but that's it. At the end, let's see, remember, it's not due till week 9, you can go to, this is how you will export or share and embed. So you can copy the link and upload that to your assignment. Most professors have you do that. Some have you save as a PDF. And that's when you click on here, you publish it regular, all that. And as you can see, then you download this and upload that. It's a little confusing, but well, I just want to remind you, we're so glad you're here. If you have any questions, please reach out. Remember, the digital portfolio is done over week 5 through 9, and it's something that you'll be doing on your own. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime.